characters in the movie, Freud, Jung, Otto Gross, Sabine Spielrein, all real, based on real characters, that you can see from their letters, from their lives that they live, that their intellect, the way that they tried to understand the human condition, which of course any artist in a way is also trying to do, to describe what it is like to be human in a particular moment in time. These people in their particular moment in time were ferociously passionate about understanding what the human mind was, what sexuality was, what neurosis was, and people whose intellect and inventiveness is also their passion, is also their sexuality. All of these things are mixed together. There's no separation. A film can come from anywhere. It can come from a newspaper article, from a dream, from a nightmare, from a joke that somebody tells, from a biography, a book, a play. I've done all of these things. But ultimately, I do believe in the script. I do like to have a very precise script that I really want my actors to pay attention to and to use. And I find from there you do get spontaneity. You do get amazing things that come out of that structure. When everybody is secure and knows what you're doing, then they feel free to experiment within that structure. For me, that works very well. I'm on the set in the morning with the actors. I don't have anybody else there, just me and the actors. We work out the way the scene will work in the room, who moves where, who says what line where. And then I call the crew in and we perform that scene for the whole crew. With Vigo, for example, we exchanged emails for, 3 months beforehand, and we talk about a lot of things. Some other actors don't need that or don't want that. But I don't do rehearsals. The first time we do it is when we're working out the scene on the set, when we're going to shoot. And when you get on the set, in the costumes, the real locations, everything changes. So everything you did before is irrelevant.
I tend to sort of do a lot of rehearsal at home myself. That's like the bulk of my work. I would read the script, 250 times. That's just what I do. So when I arrive at the first day of shooting, I know all the scenes off by heart. So I can do any scene in the movie from day one. For me, I don't like to rehearse really that much. So with David's technique, it was perfect for me. It was straight in there, we try things out. And I like to get to a point where I know the text so well, and I've sort of rehearsed it so well, that I have ideas and options, but also the ability to go in any direction I want to, and not to get zoned in on one fixed idea. Oh wow, that was good when I did the scene like that, so I'm going to do it again like that. Steve, we did do rehearsals because sometimes he wants to hear the text, he wants to see it, maybe we need to make some changes. We come out with other stuff within the workshop or the rehearsal, so he takes the lines, puts them in. And then we would rehearse and maybe improvise on the day of shooting and then go back to the text again. The improvisation was just maybe to get a subtext going in our heads. Okay, maybe you're thinking about this, but you're saying this line, but it's like, you might say to me, I'm like, hey, good to see you, man, but I'm really like going, geez, this guy, I don't trust this guy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's finding all those different elements. Sometimes the improvisation is just good to shake it up, loosen it out, and then go in fresh to the dialogue that's already been prepared. With Steve, I've said it before, he's got such a high bullshit radar that there's nowhere to hide, and there's no masks really to hide behind. He basically strips you, and there's no literally, and there's no safety net, I don't think I ever heard a director tell me how to do something directly, if you know what I mean. Like, I want you to do it like this. For them, I think that's somewhat a failure. They want you to find things yourself. They kind of give you a little sort of nudge. I always think great directors are like manipulators, you know? They can manipulate you in the conversation they had 2 nights before over dinner, or lunch, or something in passing when you sort of were going to the canteen or something. But on set, it's very much like watching what you're doing and then just sort of tweaking at the right places, you know.
Cool.
Groovy.
Man, thanks so much.
Thanks, man.
No, really.